Let's head over to Dollar Tree. Hey Bestie, it's Lisa. Welcome or welcome back. In today's episode, we're going to use Dollar Tree glass. We are going to take this beautiful piece of glass. It's not exactly like a drinking glass. It's kind of like a little vase. And then I've got this nautical rope from the Dollar Tree. Now what I'm going to do is figure out how long of a piece I need to start putting them on the side going vertically. So once I have one, then I'm going to try to map out about how many I think I'm going to need to go around. I'm going to create, kind of like a basket feel. So I'm just going to cut pieces based on the first one that I cut until I get as many as I need. Now, I do end up adding a few more than what you see here because I realized that I wanted more. So what I did was I started by hot gluing it on one side, and then I did the exact opposite side, and then I did the two that would be like equal distance the other direction. And then I started adding the pieces in between. That way you know you're going to get them pretty much the right distance between one another. Now I'm going to take the nautical rope and I'm just going to hot glue on each piece of the rope that's already on there and just put it all the way around the very bottom to give it a finished look. Once I get to the end, I'll just cut that off and glue down the very last piece there. This is so easy. Next, I'm going to do a piece around the center. I'm just going to measure it and then cut the piece off, and I'm going to hot glue it to each of those pieces that are already there. That's a great place to attach them. And then I'm just going to do one at the very top, just like I've done the other two. And once I get to the end, I realize I think I want one more layer at the top. So I am going to cut another piece of rope, wrap it around, and hot glue it to the very top. You'll see here in a second, it just didn't feel quite finished to me. I just thought it needed one more layer. Now I'm going to take these little stones from the Dollar Tree. You can use anything you want. You could use rocks or other marbles. And then I've got a candle I'm just going to use for an example here to show you. And then I've got this little garland with these really cute little gold pine cones. I'm going to add 3 of them to the front. Then I'm going to get some little greenery picks and just kind of stick them in there. So now I'm just hot gluing the little pieces of greenery in there. And literally, that's it. This was super easy. You could decorate this one any way you want. I think just adding that rope really, really made this much more high-end, and I love it. Let me know what you think. This container. And then I've got these little bump kind of stickers. I always call them like bump up stickers. And then I've got my Rust-Oleum chalked linen white spray paint. I'm going to cut off individual pieces of these little bump stickers. I'm going to get rid of the little adhesive that comes off the end. I want to keep it on the back only, but not sticking out the sides. And I'm going to start placing them on this glass. I'm going to end up covering the whole thing in kind of like a little bit of a pattern where they're staggered every other row you'll see here shortly. And I'm just going to continue doing that until I get the whole thing covered. It does take some time. Just put on some music or video or listen to an audiobook. I've been doing that lately. If you have any good book recommendations, let me know. Now that I've got Audible, I'm excited to listen to more books. So there I am, just more than halfway done. I wanted to give you an idea, and I'm going to finish that bottom part. So there it is, all finished, and it actually looks really cool just like this. But I do want to cover the whole thing in the white paint. So I'm going to take it outside and I'm going to spray paint it. I'm going to do many light coats. Now it was pretty cold outside, so it actually dried a little textured. So it looks kind of cool though. It wasn't what I planned, but I actually like it. Now I'm going to use my Minwax polyacrylic, and I'm just going to cover the whole thing very generously because I do want to seal everything in, because chalk paint could scratch, and with this seal on it, that should help keep it nice and secure on there. I've got some lamb's ear. I'm just going to place it in, and as I was working with this, it just didn't feel like quite enough, so I went and found another little piece and added it. And I feel like that just was enough. It just made it look nice and full. You could change this out for any time of the year. And I think because it's white, it's just neutral. It'll fit in with any decor, any time of year. And I absolutely love it. Let me know what you think. Relish. And then I've got these really cool kind of fashion rub-on transfers from the Dollar Tree. I took it outside and just sprayed it with a coat of white paint. I didn't do that on camera, it just gets messy. So now I'm gonna look at these transfers and see how might I wanna cut them out so that they'll fit on this jar. I'm gonna use this jar to store makeup brushes. I don't know about you guys, I don't even wear makeup like twice a week maybe, but I still have way too many makeup brushes and I just need a place to put them. And so I'm just kind of cutting it out and, you know, sizing it up. And you can always put them back on afterwards if you find a good spot for them, but it's easier to put that one big piece on, you know, initially. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's going to fit really nice. I'm going to remove the backing and I'm just going to set it down very carefully because once it sticks, it sticks. There's no turning back. I'm going to rub it on and then I'm going to get a little wooden stick that I have and I'm going to start scraping on the back there, you know, rubbing it. You can use a popsicle stick, a credit card, whatever you want. I just have this stick that came with another rub-on transfer that I had ordered online. Of course, this one is from the Dollar Tree. And you got to go over every little section. And then when you're ready to take it off, you'll just carefully start pulling on the edge. And if you see that it didn't stick, lay it right back down. You'll see me do that a couple times here and just rub over it again. Take your time. It just looks so cool when it's all done. It makes it look like a really, really high-end professional kind of jar. Plus, I love the white and the black. It just has a super, super nice look to it. Didn't that go on nicely? And then I just rub over it carefully to make sure there's no edges sticking up. And then I'm going to take the other half of that way they'll be different on both sides. And again, I'm just going to look and see what I want to put on there, if I need to cut anything off. And this one just kind of worked out, so I'm going to lay it right on there. It's hard with a jar, it wants to roll away, but it's not too bad. And then I'll just start rubbing it on. And then I did see a little spot in the upper right there. Actually, when you turn it up right side up, it'll be upper right. And you just kind of can cut that off. It was just a little too high. So I carefully just lifted it up. I didn't want to scratch the paint. And I made a bunch of little cuts until I got rid of that little teeny piece there. So let me know if any of you collect like makeup or skincare things. I don't know why I do, but I have so many things. When I see them, I want them. Let me know. I don't even hardly wear makeup. It's crazy what we do just for beauty, right? Didn't that come out cute? I absolutely love how this looked. So here I've added my makeup brushes. These are some new ones, of course. I haven't even used them yet. Doesn't that look so nice? That would look so cute in my bedroom. Container. So I cleaned it out, of course, and I'm going to use my Maze chalk paint by Waverly. First thing, I'm going to use some alcohol just to clean the surface, you know, because it gets smudgy sometimes, and so I had already removed the label on this one. I'm going to go ahead and do it. It ends up being about 3 coats because, you know, when you paint on glass, it doesn't really go on heavy. You can still see the strokes and everything, so I wanted to make sure that it got really nicely covered. And there it is, and I think it looks great. And I did all the way up to the top and a little bit on the bottom as well. Now I've got a jot marker from the Dollar Tree. It's one of those 2-ended ones, so it's got a pointier end on one and a little thicker end on the other. I am looking at a picture on Pinterest. I cannot draw things like this unless I have a picture in front of me. So if you're good at drawing like bees, go for it. Otherwise, get a picture and just copy it or screenshot the one I did, and then you'll be able to, you know, do the same thing. It is like a little cartoon bee, super simple. You can tell I'm not an artist at all. And I'm just going to thicken it up a little bit. Now this marker isn't as dark as I would have liked it to be, so I'm going to go in with a more like heavy duty permanent marker after I get this initial shape on here, and I'm going to start filling things in and making it look even thicker and darker. Be sure you guys talk to each other in the comments. There's some awesome people here. I mean, just the nicest people you'll ever meet. I mean, this is basically just a group of friends, crafting friends. You know, we hang out together, we craft, and you know what? We can share and talk and pray for each other, whatever you want. I just want to let you know that there are just the nicest people here. You are all besties. We're all besties, and I love it. So now I'm filling in some of the little bee elements, and I'm making his stinger a little more pointy. And there's a quicker look of the shape in case you want to screenshot that. Now I'm going to take that heavy duty marker. This one is from Office Depot, as you can see, and I'm just going to go over the whole thing. Now, it does not look better. I think that just really made it pop. I'm going to take some white chalk paint, and with a very fine tipped art brush, I'm going to very carefully go in and just paint the wings with the white. And if you notice, I'm painting away from each of the edges every direction, and that really helps keep the paint as much inside the little wings as possible. And just take your time. I think this turned out so cute, and I found this cute little candle holder thing or whatever from the Dollar Tree to stage it with, and you'll have to let me know what you think, because I just think this one is adorable. It's perfect for summer, and I just think it just got all those fun vibes, you know, that we like. I can almost hear the bee buzzing. Can you hear it too? Are you ready for more inspiration? I've got another video here I think you will really like. Click on it. I will see you there. You are truly a blessing to me. Bye.